Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader Trading Room for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. We do have a crude oil inventory report coming up at 10:30. So we'll set that aside. There's a get in sync short for the YM. Crude has had one trade, went break even. Actually, now that trade was too early. So crude has had no trades this morning. Unleaded is in a short trade, has hit target one. Trying to get down to target two. Trailer at 738. Trade plan for crude and unleaded starts at 9 a.m. Traded out of New York, 9 a.m. exchange time, which is Eastern time. The market indices, Micro Russell, Micro NQ, and YM are traded out of Chicago's exchange time there is Central Time US. Market is about to open. And the YM trade goes through money management, so that trade is off the table. No longer a get in sync. And the market is open. The YM trade is off the table. Soybeans has gone too far to pick up that trade. We wait 4 minutes to start trading on the Micro NQ, so we're not start time there yet. We are in our session on Micro Russell. There's a YM trade, long trade. Short trade now on the micro NQ. That's also still before our start time. This is a valid YM trade. $38 ticks to target 1, and it just hit it. So this will be our power of quitting trade. Target 1 was 38 ticks, trailing at 017 at the moment, now 024. Crude had a short setup that will cancel, and the unleaded trade did stop out on its trailer. Partial win for target 2 traders. That is a one and done session for target 1 traders. Target 2 traders will look for another trade. Long trade on the Micro Russell. Micro Russell trade did trigger in and takes a full stop out. YM stops out. $0.37, so that does complete the session. And YM is done. And a second full stop out on Micro Russell on the short side, from the short side this time. And third trade is a long. And we go get money management. This will be at least a break even. Moved up 2 ticks, but we definitely got there. 23.78 even. And there is our stop at 76.6. Still in the long. Long on unleaded. and target on the micro Russell. So 2 losses, 1 win. Still in the short trade on the micro NQ. We'll look for a new setup. We're in our trade session now there. Soybeans looking for its first trade of the morning. Unleaded is long. Micro Russell through target 4, trailing at 79.4. This is a very strong winner here. Through targets 3 and 4. And there's our stop at 79.4. Micro NQ stopped out. Money management on the unleaded, so this will be the power putting there. Soybeans into a long trade that I didn't see as looking at other things. Getting very close to target 1. And Micro Russell stopped out. Long trade on Micro NQ. It's the moment to get in sync. Been a little too fast to catch initially. Target 2 on unleaded. So we do have a successful win for target 2 traders. 68 ticks. And the first short was 739. Trailed out to 716. So 23 ticks times 2 positions plus 46. And 68 plus 114. And we're now at 749. Our entry at 731, so 18 ticks on the trailer. Looks like we're 1 tick away from money management on the micro NQ. Soybeans testing its 50 EMA. Crude and unleaded both setting session highs. Crude no trade so far. Unleaded, this is going to be its final trade. Unleaded bottom center, crude top center. Soybeans. Going back to the entry. 757. The unleaded stop. Short trade on the micro Russell. Down 3 this time. Looks like it's going to be 73 flat. Micro NQ did get through target 1, so we're at break even. 240 even. $7.58 on unleaded. The trailing stock. Short on the micro Russell, and that's a third stop out on the micro Russell, so that ends that session. Three losses to end the session. $62. Call it 59 if you adjust it, but stopping out on unleaded, however you want to play it. Call it 58. From 31, 27 ticks on the trailer. So 141 ticks on unleaded this morning for target 2. Micro NQ pushing through its 50 EMA, trying to reach target 2. Now pulling back to target 1. Reminder, we are on the March contracts now for our market indices. February contracts for the energies, crude and unleaded. And soybeans is still on the January contract. Its next contract will be March. And I expect volume will probably move across late this week or early next week. But for now, it's still somewhat split, but still on primarily on January. Right, soybeans is long. Micro NQ is long. Crude is flat. Micro Russell is done. Unleaded is done. And the YM is done. YM and unleaded both hitting power of quitting. Micro Russell also hitting power of quitting, 3 losses. That's a losing session. Winning session, positive sessions on unleaded and the YM. No trades on crude as yet. 45 minutes into its mini session and no trades. We've had the one short setup that didn't trigger and cancel. We'll go to about 10:15 and I'll close this session down. Set up for crude oil inventory report. Report comes out at 10:30. We'll wait 2 minutes before starting to take trades. Not looking at the pound Aussie this morning because I'm having a problem with my data. Not receiving historic pricing from 5 p.m. yesterday to when I opened the charts. That's obviously not going to work this morning. That's why I have the micro NQ over in that slot, bottom left. Still tracking the long trade, and we have a stop and reverse short in positive territory, so we'll take that without adjustment. And that did trigger. And that takes a full loss. So if you use the stop and reverse adjustment on it, you would still be in the long trade. There is a short on crude. 70.37 it looks like. Yeah. Just barely getting down there. So you might move it down to 36. If you didn't get filled yet. If this weren't our first trade in the 9 a.m. session, I'm probably just staying down, being as we're just less than 7 minutes before the top of the hour. Short starting to push down a little bit. He's looking to push through the 20 simple moving average. And we're in a new long trade, or if you adjusted, use the stop and reverse adjust, you're still in the original and just hit target 2. And we've got target 1, so that is money management. Stop at 276 flat. Money management again on the subsequent trade. If you avoided the short, you're coming up on target 3 on our original trade. And hitting target 3 on the original trade, if you use the stop and reverse adjustment, looking for target 2 on the subsequent. So we did get a partial win because of this. If you did take the stop and reverse, And we've got at least a break even on this trade. Money management on crude and target one. So after all of that waiting, we do end up with a one and done session. Stop at 36. And we stop and reverse into a short on soybeans. Soybeans is in the short. All right, let's take care of that soybeans trade now. Entry was 65 and a quarter. So 64 and 3/4. All right, that's what the soybeans trade looks like. We're still in the crude trade. Still in the long on the micro NQ. Trying to reach up to target 2 on the subsequent trade. And we are past 10 o'clock. Micro NQ pushing up through its session open from yesterday evening. Stock will stay at 36 on crude. Okay, soybeans lost 4 positions. $66.50 to 64 3/4. 1 3/4 points, 7 ticks. So we end up down 7 points. And we get a break-even stop out on the subsequent trade. And we would have stopped out just below target 2 on the initial long. So that would have been 2 wins. Now we have 2 wins. One of them is only a partial. We also have a loss and a break even. Soybeans getting close to target. Target 1 good for 8 ticks. That'll be 2 points. Leaving us down 5 points if we can get there. Still short on crude. Trailer at 70.36. If we got within 1 tick, now we're a full point above the target on soybeans. New long setup on the micro NQ. Triggering in on micro NQ. Micro NQ, crude, and soybeans are active, 3 active charts. The other 3 are already done. Crude hanging out at the 50 EMA. Crude looks like it's taking a run at the stop. Micro NQ with a full loss. That will be loss number 2 on trade number 5. Or loss number 1 on trade number 3, depending on how you hit, what you did with the stop and reverse. You made an adjustment for the stop and reverse. You stayed in the original long trade, got targets 2 and 3, and stopped out at approximately target, just below target 2 on the trailer. The target 4 in trailing positions. Soybeans picks up target 1, so there's your 2 points. Down 5 points. And the stop will be at 64.5. And we stop out on the break at the break-even stop for the trailer, 70.36. So we get 1 tick on the trailer. And 14 on target. So we get 15 ticks on a single trade on crude this morning. And soybeans is, let's see, we're still 5 points down, so we're going to have to do some work to get there. We got 5 more minutes that we can watch this session. That trade would be a good trade even if we have to leave it. Target 2 is worth 16 ticks or 4 points, so that will get us within just 1 point. Meaning all we need is 1 more tick on the trailer if we can get to target 2 to get even. We have 2 positions still in play. Flat on micro NQ and short on soybeans. Soybeans touched its session low at 62.5. Need to get down to 61.25 for target 2. All right, down to 61.75. Actually 61.5. So we missed target by just a single tick. Stop still has not moved. We've got one tick. Need 61.25 for target. Micro NQ still flat, and it's time to close it down. So I will see everybody back here in about 10 minutes so we can take a look at the crude oil inventory report and then see if we can pick up some good trades waiting 2 minutes after the report. So we will see everybody back here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to close this stream down and I'll open a new stream for the crude oil inventory report. So we will see everybody shortly.